Hey folks. Oh, I've just realised actually I've not done anything about Instagram. Let's set it up. Is everybody doing okay? See everybody, I don't think there's anyone in the chat yet. But I hope that you are doing okay. I can show the chat in the stream. But then you can all see the chat, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, hey Sorsha, how you doing? You're the first one here. Right, what am I doing? I'm looking for Insta. Because we're going to go live on Insta as well. I'm doing readings this weekend. I've got 2 events. I've got one, well, they're both Glasgow Witchy Bazaar and they're both in the same place. I've got one tomorrow evening from 7 p.m. till 11 p.m. And then I've got one on Sunday afternoon. So should be good. Let's see, Sling, audience, public, next. I wonder if it will still let me do this, even though I'm already live. Let's see, shall we? Let's see if I edit this, put this up here, save. Update the channel and provide a new stream key. Well, we might just be live on YouTube tonight, folks. But that's fine. Oh, I can see I've got some friends. So Sorsha's here. Hi, Sorsha. And Donna's here. Hi, Donna. Sarah's here. Hi, Sarah. I feel like I've not seen you in ages. Ferdinand, how you doing, sir? Kaz is here. Hi, Kaz. How are you? I also feel like I've not seen you in a while. Doing okay? Sporting the new brainy specs, I see. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I got my eyes tested a couple of weekends ago. And I went and picked up my glasses last weekend. So yeah, I've got these ones and I've got these ones. So these and these, both equally nerdy. I don't really need them, to be honest, but the optician said to me, would it be that bothered if I decide not to get new glasses? But the fact that I'm working with screens all the time, it's probably best if I do. So hence these. Simon's here. Hi Simon. How you doing? I enjoyed your birthday haul. I thought that was really good. I saw. Oh yeah, I did. Our Jelly's here. Hi Jelly, how are you? Did you wear glasses before, or is this an experience? Yeah, I did. I first got glasses when I was about 4 or 5 years old. So really, I was meant to always be wearing them. I say meant to. Obviously, it's fine that I wasn't. I was still able to do everything, and it's not like it done any harm. I think, if anything, my eyesight's better now than what it was before. So, yeah. But anyway, thank you, Jelly. Yeah, how are you all doing? How's everybody's October going? Can you believe that it's like nearly the end of October? I feel like this whole year is just flown in. It doesn't feel like it's been 10 months since Christmas and New Year the last time round. Simon says the first time I ever saw you wearing glasses. Really? Gosh. I'm surprised. There you go. Try to think of when the first time you would have saw me was. Anyway, I was on the phone with Bennett, and he says, "Hi, oh hi Bennett." Well, you won't be able to hear me presumably, or you never know. Maybe Bennett is a secret watcher of the Elemental Cartomancy live stream on a Thursday. Here's a mess. Don't judge me, Bennett. But yeah, anyway, Jelly, you can tell him I said hi. Because we'll presume for now that he's not a secret Thursday lurker. And if you are Bennett, then you can say hello. Oops. Verdiad's been wearing glasses since he was a teenager. I can barely see a thing without glasses or contacts. Yeah, I only kind of struggle with like writing when it's far away or like really small print on the page. Although apparently the optician said that I'm long-sighted. I've got astigmatism. Apparently I'm kind of a long-sighted as well. I always thought I was kind of a short-sighted, if anything. But Sarah needs to get new glasses. Yeah, so I hadn't had my eyes tested in about 10 years. So this is the first new prescription I've gotten in 10 years. You look so distinguished. Oh, why, thank you. Thank you so much. It's nearly Samhain. Can't wait, says Ferdiad. Little round ones, and you had floppy hair. Yeah, okay. I mean, I know the glasses you're talking about because I've still got them. But yeah, floppy hair, that would have been right in the middle of COVID times when nobody could get their hair cut. Or some people could, but you needed to be like, I don't know, what was the criteria for being able to get a haircut during COVID, actually? Anyway, yeah, my hair was embarrassing during those times. I must have missed that era. Yeah, on Lucian and Dave's lives, cross paths here. I should stop giving away the name of the place. Let's stop directing people, so because I don't want you seeing me without my hair all done, because I'm so vain. But yeah. Let's see if I've missed anyone or anything. No, I don't think so. I think I'm doing well. So not this week, but last week was the October week. I don't know if everyone gets the October. Well, I imagine the States won't have the October week, and if you do, you won't call it the October week. But here, and definitely in Scotland, and I don't know, maybe England too, but it's like a week where the schools are off in October, hence the October week. But it meant that last week was the October week, and I only had I was only doing one tutoring session on the Monday, because kind of our school kids tend to go away in the October week. And then this week, everything was back. Like, I had all of my students plus a new one. So this week has been intense. This week has been very, very busy. It's been really good. Everyone's been great, and my new student's really, really nice. But yeah, I'm kind of that way where I'm like, I feel like my brain's just a potato now. Marion says, "Good evening, sunshine. I hope you're saving your voice." I know I should be, shouldn't I? I'm Marion's one of the other readers tomorrow at the Witchy Bazaar. I was just saying earlier, Marion, that I'm reading tomorrow and Sunday. But yeah, I'm hopefully going to be doing a fair bit of talking over the weekend. But I'll at least have Saturday to recuperate, whereas Marion's got another engagement on Saturday, haven't you? So you've got a busy, full-on weekend. How are you, Marion, anyway? Let's see. Sarah says, my astigmatism just keeps getting worse. Plus, old lady eyes really should get bifocals. I think my mum's recently got bifocals. I say recently, she's probably had them a while, but I only discovered that she had bifocals recently. My gran always had bifocals, like my mum's mum. No, it wasn't bifocals, I beg your pardon, it's varifocals. Varifocals is what my gran had. So that's where they gradually change, whereas bifocals you can actually see like there's like two separate bits. Beth is lurking but definitely listening. Hi Beth, hope you're okay. Did anyone else clip their hair during COVID? I got desperate and went from long hair to a number one. Gosh, no, I wasn't even brave enough to clip my hair. Although I came close to it, Saoirse, but I wasn't. So it felt good to finally get a haircut. Jilly's multitasking and listening. All of a sudden, the online retailers ran out of the clippers about 6 weeks in. I bet they did. Refused to cut my own hair, would not even be able to leave the house for shame. Yeah, same, Sarah. I never get desperate to cut my hair. Even without a pandemic, I only get it cut twice a year, says Donna. It grows very slowly. Fair enough. I think if you've got long hair, it's kind of a bit more like you maybe wouldn't notice it as much. You would probably notice your own hair, but like we, the general public, wouldn't notice as much. Whereas for me, because I've got short hair and because it was basically just growing out to a point where I couldn't do anything with it, like it never got so long that I could do one of those daft man buns, but it was almost long enough. So yeah, painful. And when your hair gets longer, you start discovering that, like, so I'm kind of a wash my hair pretty much every day kind of guy. You wouldn't guess it just now, look at the state of it. And I know that's not the healthiest, but I use like wax and hairspray in my hair, so needs must. But when your hair starts getting longer, you can't really do that because it actually makes it dirtier or makes it feel dirtier. So yeah, it was a weird time. Marion, I think I heard you once put it, your words were, the universe just decided to send us all to our bedrooms to think about what we'd done or something like that. Fair did. I was in hospital for 3 months with COVID, and one of the rehab targets was to be able to walk enough to get to a barber. Jeez, 3 months? My goodness, Ferdiad, that's awful. I'm so sorry to hear that. I thought I got it bad just because so me and Sandy both got COVID, one after the other, right? He got it first. And so Sandy was, at the time, he worked for Primark, whatever you want to call it. So he was like furloughed. And when he got COVID, obviously he was off work anyway, and it didn't really affect him that badly. But like we kind of kept apart. He went and slept in the room downstairs. I slept in our room. Whenever we were in the same room, he was wearing a face mask and all this kind of a thing. And we managed it. Like we managed to like keep so distant that I didn't get COVID from him whilst they had COVID, right? So then he recovered, tested negative and everything. Now we decided that we were going to go. So at this point, you could go for food. Like there was restaurants that had opened. So we decided we were going to go out for food, and so we both had to test. We both had to show a negative test to be able to go to a restaurant at this point. So we both tested, and we were both negative. Happy days. Then, like the next week, I tested positive for COVID. So you would think that I would have just got it from him, but then it doesn't explain how we were both testing negative and the period in the middle. Do you know what I mean? but it was like one after the other. And anyway, my point was, after he got it and was pretty much fine, I was floored and I was off sick. And yeah, that affected me much worse than him. But like, that's how I'm saying I thought I had it bad, but to be in hospital for 3 months is not good. Jilly is going to a witches' night market on Saturday night, bought a hat and decorated with flowers and leaves. So excited. Oh, that sounds lovely, Jilly. I hope you have a nice time. Marion is good. Launched a website for the deck giveaway this week. Sorry, launched the website for the deck this week, plus a giveaway. And yes, I'll be at the Scottish Pagan Conference in Edinburgh on Saturday. Pop a wee link to your website in the chat, Marion, if you could. Yes, Marion has released the Grief Journey Oracle. And I think I've got it handy, so I can show you some of the cards. Let's just do this. Oh. There's boring work stuff. So this is the Grief Journey Oracle here. These are the backs, lovely matte cardstock, beautiful matte navy blue sides. So these have been painted by Terry Cottrell. Am I saying that right? Oil painting on wood. I love the snake. You know how I love snakes. It's one of my favourites. So it's just absolutely stunning, and it's a really nice deck to use. Kind of gets you right in the feels, to be honest. Missed half of it because I was in a coma, so it was worse for my family and loved ones, but the recovery was slow. Oh my goodness. It's terrible for Dad. Naturally curly hair, so it's a nightmare just to care for it, says Sarah. Sarah and Donna are talking hair. So your hair is lovely, Sarah. Mine is wavy, but also baby fine and thin, so the curls often flop under the pool of gravity. Mine is Merida hair, short now, so it's a thick, massive trouble, even short. Said it before, but that is a stunning deck, Marion. Yes, it is. And that is all the cards, folks. So if you like it, then check out Marion's website. So that's the Grief Journey Oracle. And that is by, there we go, Marion Kirk and Terry Cottrell. Hi Tony, how are you doing? It's nice to see you. Oh, I'll probably switch over to that now. Oh. I'm glad you like it. It is really a truly stunning deck, and it's really lovely to use. So check out Marian's website. Definitely check out the giveaway. Okay, I'm trying to think what else I've got to actually natter to you about. Yeah, we I've done a few lives. I've done lives with Marion about it, which were great. Me and Marion and Chris Butler did a live where we chatted quite a lot about it as well, didn't we, Marion? And then I did a live unboxing of it when I got it, where I did like a walkthrough and first impressions and all that stuff. I'll pay for PR and cups of coffee. Listen, you already bought me enough lunches and coffees and stuff. So I'll be buying the coffee. Thanks very much. Incidentally, Marion, have you? I mean, I'm just talking directly to you. But do you know yet? If you heard from Joe where we're sitting, if we're upstairs or downstairs, or do you know any of the chat yet, or is that still a well-guarded secret? I'm curious to know. I've been thinking about it. Yeah, what have you guys been up to? Has anybody done anything exciting this week? So as I say, for me, it's always been all work and shooting, to be honest. Oh, the new Pokemon game came out. Pokemon Legends ZA or ZA, however you want to call it. I've been enjoying that. We've been playing that on the Switch too. I think Sandy might be playing that through in the room just now. I'm pretty sure I can hear him playing it. So that's been good. I spent a good chunk of the weekend playing that. Got my new glasses, obviously. Yeah. And then just busy week. But not much else for me. It's going to be a busy weekend too. With the two markets. I'll really need to just chill out on Saturday and not do anything. I need to, actually, I was telling you, I'm doing a talk on Sunday. Marion and I are both doing talks, actually, at the Glasgow Witch Bazaar. So we'll need to, I can't remember if you were here when I was saying it before, Marion, but I was saying, like, I would see if I can try and, like, I don't know, record my talk. And if I can get it recorded, I would maybe post it on the channel. Don't know. Maybe I'll see if our Marion would be willing to kind of hit record for me and keep an eye on it. Because I've got one of these that I could bring along. Although to be fair, that's I don't know how is that. Oh no, it does. It extends through that if I wanted to. So yeah, I could bring something and set my phone up on it or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to get your hopes up. My talk might be shite, and I might decide no, I'm not putting that out into the YouTubes. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I assume it will be upstairs, as she knows I will not read in a basement like some sort of commoner. None taken. Wow. Thanks, Marion. Oh dear. Hi Trisha, how are you doing? Sarah says, set up a charity event, Tarot for Tales, to help out a local. Oh, so that's what you've done this week, to help out a local cat adoption sanctuary. Oh, lovely. I've been trying to catch up on sleep since the 4th, and it's a losing game. Got some pretty new decks. Oh, nice. What decks have you got, Sarah? Hi, Taro. You doing okay? Oops, almost blocked you there. I didn't mean that. I've got a table at the market, so can't really. You could definitely get one of the people who go to it to press. Oh, yeah, of course you have. No worries. It's fine. I'll work something out, and if I don't, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I was just thinking it might be quite cool if I could, record it and let everybody see me in a different context that's not in this room with these same bookshelves behind me, But we'll see. I love the new. Oh, thank you very much. No, Marion is a Taurus. Marion is very much a Taurus. Oh, good. Excellent. And Sarah says new decks are Lubanco, Goblins and Gardens, Metanoia, Marseille, and Merakai. Yeah, Taurus was princess tendencies. Yeah, hence the I will not be reading downstairs in a basement like a commoner. Merakai, that's isn't it? That's the Merakai. Yeah, I've got this. Is this the same Merakai that we're talking about? I got this from Sarah, actually, at Tarot by Peachy at one of the Witchy Bazaars. Extra cards. She's not allowed to do extra cards. These been the backs. It's kind of a similar size to the Lightseers. Yeah, and then these are the cards here. Is this the same deck, or is this a different Merakai? Oh, that is the Emperor. I thought that was the Empress there that was linked to Aries. I thought, what kind of a strange bullshittery is this? But it's not, I just saw it wrong. It's actually quite a sweet deck. Yes, Marion. I'm glad you reminded me. It's sitting up there. I wanted to keep it out of the way of like everything, so yeah, I put it up there. Yes, I will need to remember that. Do you know what I might actually do? So just now, whilst I remember, I'm going to send Sandy a wee message on WhatsApp and ask him to remind me. Right, done. going to say we Leos need to be accommodated in the style to which we're accustomed. That's a great haul. I've only got the Merakai. Merakai or Meraki? Am I saying it wrong? Trying to make it to the end of the year without buying any more decks. Wish me luck. Good luck. I'm a Taurus and absolutely loved it, but then someone said you're meant to be using this sidereal chart, and that changed me to a bloody Aries. I was not impressed. I don't think anybody can tell you what system you should use, Trisha. I think you use whatever resonates most with you. So if you're naturally drawn more to one, like if it makes more sense to you, then go with that. If not, look at your chart on both, see what seems to make most sense to you, and just stick with it. I think consistency is the key, isn't it? Or as Marion says, fuck that sidereal chart. Fuck that sidereal shit. Really loving all of them, but I'm adoring Goblins and Garden, and yes, that's the Merakai or Meraki. It was a sincere wish. I wish you every luck in not purchasing any more decks, unless you really want one. BRB, my 4-footed familiar is demanding dinner. I believe it's Meraki. Right, okay. I failed at not buying the decks. I've got turning. Oh gosh. Terrestratides. Disorder. Tarot of Innocence. And Haunted House. Right, that's it. Right, okay. So I've got Turning Terrestratides, or whatever that's meant to say, Disorder, Tarot of Innocence, and Haunted House on the way. A bit of a random haul. Nice. And Jisha says, I'm really keen to get the Metanoia, Marseille, and the Labanco. The Labanco Lovers card is awesome. Sounds lovely. Sounds really nice. I'll put this away. Otherwise, I'm going to end up doing what I always do when I'm live or filming a video. I'm going to end up with, surrounded by a heap of decks. Although I feel as though my desk is quite messy just now, I need to give it a good tidy up. Oh, turning terrestrial tides, right? Okay. I thought it was just a weird word that I wasn't really too familiar with, but that makes more sense. Oh, excuse me. If it's Greek, it would be something like Marakai or Merakai. Ferdiad, do you have a Scottish accent? I know you live in England, and I know you did live in Scotland, but I don't know when and how long each was for. I don't know where you started out. So, what's your accent? Just so that I can hear you in my head. Oh, Marion needs to go. See you tomorrow. Night, everyone. Oh, see you later, Marion. You have a nice evening. Was exactly what I said when it told me I was an Aries. I've got a lovely biscuit flavoured tea that Sandy made me. Still got your Scottish accent, right? Okay. I was just being nosy. But you know when someone tells you how to pronounce something, like when Sarah said it earlier on, I can hear that in her accent. So you need to hear it in someone's accent to know how it translates into your accent. Do you know what I mean? And in the same way, I needed to hear it in your accent to know how to say it in my accent. It gets recharged when I come home to visit. Yeah, one of my best friends is from Bath, and like I don't really hear it so much, but she has a really strong Scottish twinge to her accent because she's been up here so long. But when I do really notice it is when, see when she phones or when she used to phone like her grandma or whatever, or like, speak to someone from down south or family, her accent would go really posh English, really Bath. So yeah, funny. Goblin needed her dinner, and God's forbid Kitty eats 5 minutes late. Yeah, do you know my dog Luna barked at me really like. She always does this thing. It's really cute. Like when you're making her dinner, when you're making we make both the dinners at the same time, and see if I'm like making it, and if I start talking to Sandy at the same time, she'll like it's not barking. It's like a wee. She shouts like she's shouting at you, like a wee howl type thing. I'm not going to do it because I'll sound ridiculous, but she does this wee howl to kind of it's as though she's saying, "Stop talking, concentrate on my dinner. Once I've got my dinner, you can talk." But today, I wasn't even talking to him. I was like busy, like stirring her dinner, and she just pure barked at me, dead sharp, dead loud, and it gave me a fright, and I ended up like throwing some of her dinner onto the worktop. But yeah, Lubanco is darkly delicious. My colleagues say I sound more Scottish when I'm tired, and sometimes I'll use Scots words that confuse them. How long have you been down in England, Ferdinand? And like, what when you say Scottish accent, like, is it like a Glasgow accent you've got, or is it like a kind of another dialect? Is that the word? I don't know. Oh, by the way, for our spread, I have got a Scorpio themed spread because we have just entered Scorpio season, which is my birth season. It is my birthday a week on Saturday, which is exciting. So Sandy and I have taken the week after off. So the week commencing the 3rd of November, we're going to be off work. So yeah, I've still to decide where we're going to be. We're going to go for dinner. So we always go somewhere nice for dinner. There's a pub in town that does really, really nice, like Chicago style deep dish pizzas. And I do love their food, so we might be going there. But we'll see. We shall see. Let's see. Our dogs stare relentlessly until they wear us down. Yeah, see, ours don't really fuss until you start making their food, and then it's like, right, you've started, now you need to make it. Been down here for 20 years. I've got an Ayrshire accent, but I lived in Glasgow on and off for nearly 10 years. Oh, very nice. Oh, thank you, Donna. Thanks. The plan is to be live next Thursday, though, so I will be live before my birthday again. Next Thursday will be the day before Halloween, won't it? The 30th. But yeah, should be good. Does anybody get any exciting plans for the weekend? I've already told you what I'm doing. I'm doing the markets and chilling out on the Saturday. I hope I get to chill out. I'll be really annoyed if I can't, if something comes up. Well, not annoyed, but I'll be sad. Thank you. Thank you very much. Do you have any tarot presents on the way? I know that I've definitely got one. I've definitely got one tarot deck that. So remember I told you that Sandy was away in Italy and that he'd found a tarot shop and got me a couple of tarot decks from it. Well, he gave me one of them. Where is it? Oh, there it is. So it's the Supernova Tarot. I have done a walkthrough of this, but in some weird twist of events, I am now like I've filmed several videos. I've got videos scheduled to go public like right up until like nearly the end of November. So yeah, look at me being all organised, which is unheard of. So there is a walkthrough of this, and it will be. So I've made them go public on Wednesday evenings. I don't even really know why I picked Wednesday evenings, but that was when I picked. So I've been doing that, and then I've been doing these week ahead kind of readings for people on the weekly reading on the Sundays, and then obviously I'm live on the Thursdays, and then there's a couple of videos. I've got one scheduled for Saturday coming, actually. In fact, that's a birthday gift from my friend Justin, an early birthday gift that I did a walkthrough of, so you'll see that. And I won't give away what it is, but it's pretty exciting. It's not quite tarot, but it is in that sphere. But yeah, this is the Supernova that Sandy brought me back from Italy, and yeah, so that's what I was saying. He got me a couple of decks from Italy, and he's held one of them back to be a birthday present. He's also ordered me the what's it called? El Goliath Tarot, but that won't be here until after my birthday. But that will still be a birthday gift. So, yeah, the Supernova Tarot is quite cool, I think. It's quite nice. Fair Dad is going to a Halloween thing at Kew Gardens tomorrow evening. Very nice. Sarah's playing D&D on Sunday. Lovely. When someone says Scottish accent, my mind always hears a Glasgow accent. Yeah. Oh, miss playing Dungeons and Dragons. Are you a PC? I know DM is Dungeon Master, but I don't know what PC is, playable character. These are the backs of these as well, by the way. PC and we are an unruly bunch of chaos goblins. Our DM is my best guy friend, who is basically my little brother from another mother. Oh, that's nice. I missed D&D 2. I played with my family through COVID. My bro was Dungeon Master, but then he had a baby and had no time for it. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons. Neither I have. There's the place that Sandy plays, Lorcana, which is basically like a combo game shop and witchy shop, by the way. That has Dungeons and Dragons nights, but it's never been something that's kind of caught my fancy, to be honest. So yeah, anyway, sorry, I'm having a really distracted moment. I was trying to answer Donna's question and tell you if I had any tarot birthday presents on the way. So, Hail Goliath. And the other deck that Sandy got me. And there's the early gift that Justin sent me, which I've already opened, to be fair. But yeah, that's all. Well, that's all I'm aware of anyway. Sandy might have got me some other stuff. Not sure. But we shall see. I'll no doubt I'll do like a wee birthday haul type thing, and that'll be fun. I've yet to play Dungeons and Dragons, but I do play solo TTRPG. So I know RPG is role-playing game. I think it would be fun to maybe try playing with others. Nice. I'll need to make a decision about what deck I'm going to use for the spread tonight. What deck do I want to use? Scorpio season. Does that influence what deck I want to use? Anyone get any suggestions about what deck I should use, just from the decks that you can see on the shelves around about me? Does anyone have any particular desire to see any of the decks being used? Who knows? Oh, tabletop role-playing game. Okay. And what did PC stand for? Was that playable character or was that something else? Yeah, so the spread is Scorpio themed. It's a 4-card spread, and it's a bit of a general, I guess. So Scorpio season is all about kind of a change and transformation, shedding old habits and that kind of a thing. So the spread is kind of in keeping with that theme, is what I would say. So you don't need to have a specific question. You can approach this as a kind of a general, if you want to. All player character, right? Okay. But if you've got a particular question and you want to apply it to the spread, then there's no reason why you can't. So who's going to be pulling cards along with me? We do have a quieter live tonight. I'm wondering why, actually. Is anyone else live at the moment? Oh, Gerald's going live at 10. Gerald doesn't normally go live at this time. Is anyone else live? Trisha's got to go. In fairness, if no one... Oh, Donna, you'll be pulling along with me, right? I won't be alone. We're all good. Oh, there's Jen. Hi, Jen. How are you? Don't apologise. It's lovely to see you. Yeah, Donna, you pulling along with me? I'm not going to be just pulling cards myself, am I? I've heard the ad you're pulling as well. Oh, excellent. I know that sometimes because you've got an early day on a Friday and you kind of head off to your bed, so glad you'll be joining us. We'll try to decide between Earth Magic and Oak, Ash and Thorn. Oh, TV. Look at me yawning away. Okay. Jilly's multitasking. Oh, don't apologise, Jilly. I was just checking that people were actually wanting to do the spread, but as long as I've got some people that will do it, that's absolutely fine. Right. Well, I'll just use this supernova since it's here. Ferdy, it's off tomorrow, so you can stay up. How exciting. Sarah's pulling as well, and she's got a Happy Halloween tarot. Tony is using The Vampire by Lucy Cavendish. Switch to Oracle cards. Nice. Oh, shit. Dropped like a chunk of the deck. Oh dear. Right. I got a little bit of sad news earlier about one of my mum's friends. She got some difficult news about cancer, a cancer diagnosis. So she's got treatment to go through to try and kind of make things as good as they can be type thing. But whatever your practice is, whether you pray or you do spell work or whatever you do, if you could just keep my mum's friend in your thoughts, prayers, practice, whatever it is, then I'd really appreciate that. Moon and Tarot has the Morgan Greer. Okay. 4-card spread. The first card is what am I being called on? What am I being called to shed or let go of this season? Oh, for the love of peace. Oops. What am I being called to shed or let go of this season? For me, it's the Two of Pentacles. So it probably suggests that I'm trying to do too many things at the one time. Probably try to split myself into too many people. And there's maybe some stuff that I've picked up along the way that is probably surplus to requirement, or maybe it's just at the moment it's not really serving much of a purpose. So I need to take a look at everything that I'm trying to do, all of the plates that I'm trying to spin, all of the balls that I'm trying to juggle, and I need to choose to put some of that to one side for now. Which is fair, given that I've just been talking about how I've got a weekend of markets and I've had a week full of working full time and then tutoring on top of that. I think that's probably fair enough, and it's something that I really need to look at. But yeah, 2 of Pentacles for me. What's everyone else got? Sorry to hear that. Cancer's a real bitch, no matter how you slice it. Good vibes for your mum's friends. Best of luck to her. Thank you, Sarah. Here to say hi and stalk you all for a bit before parent-teacher conferences. And can I just say that Deanne has got herself a new wee haircut. And she is looking quite the MILF. Oops. No, we don't want to block anyone. Ace of Swords for Ferdiad. So what are you being called to shed? What was the question? What am I being called to shed or let go of this season? Oh, interesting. Ace of Swords. How do we interpret that as something to let go of? I don't know. I suppose you could say that it's swords or weapons, aren't they? So it could be about like situations that are getting overly combative. But at the same time, because the ace is a new beginning, and particularly the swords, for me, it's a beginner mindset. It's a new way of looking at things. It's a new perspective. Maybe it's that old perspective that you're being asked to shed. King of Pence, time to not be a type A and chill before I hit burnout. Jelly says, okay, I'm playing. I got the sun, which is so appropriate. Take it literally, let go of summer, warmth and light. Yeah, fair enough, I guess. Donna says, 9 of Swords. Yup. Making my day. It's true. 10 of Pentacles from Moon Tarot. 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. 10 of Pentacles is a card that I read quite differently depending on how it's depicted and what deck it's in, because the 10s are like the renewal of the cycle, and sometimes it's about passing down. Do you know what I mean? Passing on the things that you've acquired, that you've accumulated. So when it comes to the 10 of Pentacles, for me, it could be about, passing down that security, that wealth, that, that stuff that you've built up. Kind of a legacy type thing. But in the Rider-Waite-Smith, you kind of get a bit of a feeling like they're all very segregated. You've got like you're kind of a older guy who you assume is the guy who's built everything. Do you know what I mean? He's the one that's worked hard to produce all of this for his family. And then you've got the younger ones who it feels like there's a disconnect. It feels like they're ignoring him and it's only the dogs that are paying attention to him. So that 10 of Pentacles has always given me a bit of a, I don't know, just a, like you still get the 10 of Pentacles because he's kind of accumulated this safe space, this home that he's built for everyone. And he's created that space for his family, and you can see that in the picture. But there's also a bit of it that feels like it's that they've forgotten, like, or maybe they're just not fully appreciating where that's come from. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, all of that is to say, the Ten of Pentacles, to me, it would really depend on what card you've got, like what deck it's from. I think you said Morgan Greer, actually, didn't you? So, will be a very Rider-Waite-Smith image, which means you might be being called to, maybe you're being called to release people that don't appreciate you, don't appreciate what it is that you're trying to do for them. Tony's card is Resurrection, Reprise, Recovery, and Comeback. So again, like kind of like with Ferdiad, there's maybe two ways of looking at that. Either maybe you're being asked to discard the idea that, so when you see resurrection, recovery, comeback, that kind of a thing, it kind of implies that your plan, your kind of your feeling is that you need a complete overhaul, some kind of new beginning, and that you need to kind of let go of everything that you're doing. Maybe that's actually not the case. Maybe what you're doing is actually pretty good and you just need to have a bit of faith in it, a bit of staying power in it. So it's that kind of an idea of the new thing that you need to let go of. Or it's saying that, well, you're in this new phase and it's actually just about letting go of the old stuff. So two totally different, opposite interpretations. Maybe I need to let go of doing so much work and taking on so many things, says Ferdiad, maybe. Yeah, so Tony says my card might suggest I not try and reinvent myself. Yeah, I can see that. Hi, Kristen. Ten of Pence, release responsibility for others, potentially. Okay. Card numero 2 is what deep truth is being revealed to me now. It says here, Scorpio rules hidden things and the subconscious. This card illuminates a key insight, secret, or emotional depth that you need to acknowledge. So we know that Scorpio is all about the emotional depth. So what deep truth is being revealed to me now? Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Both cards have got this kind of you've got the ship struggling in the waters, in the quite tumultuous waters, which usually suggests to me like quite an emotionally charged situation, something that's quite tense and intense. So yeah, what deep truth is being revealed? Maybe it's like the toll that everything's taking, everything that you're trying to do. I'm maybe not realizing the impact that that's having beneath the surface, and maybe I need to realize it. Maybe it's important that I kind of take this advice and put some stuff down, in order to kind of find my way to this calmer space. Otherwise, it's, well, if these ships were to stay out on these waves, or if this was to stay in the choppy waters for too long, then you can imagine it's not going to end up well for them. Momentaro says, I don't want to let go of my wealth. The Morgan Greer, So there's two people in an archway with their back turned, so letting go of unsympathetic people makes sense. Kristen's got, for one, the Four of Pentacles, and being called to let go of desire for things that cost money, trying to limit our budget. Maybe. So Ferdinand, after the Ace of Swords, has the Empress, and then Six of Swords as well for Kristen. So Four of Pentacles. So it's interesting. You get the Four of Pentacles, and I get the Two of Pentacles, and then we've both got the Six of Swords. So, what's your thoughts on the Six of Swords, Kristen? King of Cups for Tarot. King of Cups is like the diplomat, the one who kind of keeps everything together, kind of the glue that holds people together. I almost think of him like so. So maybe it's been revealed who that glue is. Maybe that glue is you, and you know, maybe it's not really been fully appreciated before. If we go back to that Ten of Pentacles and what I was saying about that old guy who's really not being appreciated, maybe he is the King of Cups. Maybe that he is that deep truth is that he is the one that's kind of providing for everyone and holding everything together. Do you know what I mean? So simply put, maybe it's just that everything that you're doing for everyone is kind of come to the surface. The Moon, don't be fooled by base appearance and remember to look more closely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, not everything is as it appears when it comes to the Moon. The Moon casts funny shadows. I got two cards, the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Wands for Donna. Eight of Wands and the Nine of Wands. So potentially both could feel pretty overwhelming. There's lots and lots happening in the Eight of Wands. And when that's going in your favour, it's pretty good. But when that's going to, you know, against you, it can be tough. The night culminating in the Nine maybe suggests that, you know, as much as there might be positives to everything that's happening, there's definitely a bit of a toll that it's taken. So you need to be looking after yourself, is what I would say. The deep truth, sometimes the only thing you can do in service to your happiness in a situation is to move on to a new way of doing things. Morgan Greer, King of Cups, has an amazing helmet. Burnt by the sun, ambition, extension, and reach might suggest I have to earn my next goal. Don't expect it to just happen. But that would maybe be more the Eight of Cups. I struggle with the Six of Swords, to be honest. Six of Swords is kind of like the go to therapy card, isn't it? It's kind of like the doing what you need to do in order to, you know, get your, it's like psychological safety, essentially. It's kind of like creating a safe space where you can talk about what's on your mind without fear of judgment. And what that does is that kind of takes you from this difficult place to this kind of a calmer place. So that's the idea of it anyway. That's the way that I look at the Six of Swords. It's kind of like, so sixes to me are all about like kind of a reconciliation after the shitstorm of the five. So the Five of Swords is defeat. So the Six of Swords is kind of like just things harmonizing after those difficulties. And that can come in many forms, I guess. It could be literally moving away, moving your location, traveling, in order to get that calm mind space back. But it could be more of like a metaphorical thing or an internal thing. Excuse me. I've moved from a cup of tea to a can of iron brew now. All right, is that all our card 2s? Card 3. What is ready to be reborn in my life? What is ready to be reborn in my life? King of Pentacles. Oh, you've just cancelled that vacation? I'm sorry to hear that, Kristen. Reborn or renewed. King of Pentacles. Funky looking King of Pentacles, isn't it? I mean, I guess it's a sense of security, a sense of kind of a belonging and security, and just words are failing me tonight, so they are. Financial security as well, I think. I mean, that is definitely going to be finding its way back in. The summer season, when there's not as many markets and like the kids are off school, so there's no tutoring, definitely the finances are a wee bit more kind of a tight. But this is the time when everything ramps up again, which is kind of means I'm really busy, but it's good for my bank account. So yeah, definitely some financial security coming in this season. And just overall kind of a feeling in control of things, and feeling like I've just got a really good handle on all of the household stuff and all of that kind of sensible stuff. Just looking for where that. There we go. Nice. I'm doing kind of diplomatic work in my job. It will be nice if it gets recognised. Oh, fingers crossed, Momentaro. Ferdinand has got the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. So this represents the rebirth or new beginning that emerges after the release. The release being card 2, I'm assuming. So yeah, the Four of Wands suggests a wee bit of a celebration. The home card, isn't it? Fours are stability to me, stability and structure. But because it's the Wands suit, it's like the finding structure in the things that you're passionate about. So whether it's like a passion project, something you've been working on, something you've been doing, it's that stabilizing, like feeling validated for that, feeling like that's going somewhere. And then Kristen also has the Four of Wands, so stability at home and joy. The Seven of Cups for Moon and Tarot. So a renewed sense of just like imagination, being able to imagine what it is that you want to go for, what it is that you desire. quite, and I'm as guilty as this as anyone else, but I think we're quite often guilty of downplaying the Seven of Cups as just being about like illusion and fantasy, and you automatically think of the negatives that come with that. But being able to fantasize, being able to having an imagination, it's like one of the most powerful things that we have as people. Like as life forms, we can imagine, and that allows us to create our future. It allows us to, like, it's the kind of a, like, where ideas go to kind of a flourish and become something. So a renewed sense of like imagination and all of the things that come with that. So Jilly says, sorry again. For 2, she got the King of Swords, and for 3 is the Six of Cups. So, King of Swords for 2. 2 was the deep truth that's being revealed to me now. King of Swords makes me think of someone who, King of Swords is like the ultimate truth teller. Very intelligent, very intellectual, very kind of in their head. And they'll always kind of say things as they see them and have like an uncanny ability to just penetrate through the bullshit and really grasp things in a really, like, I don't know, deep way. And then your Six of Cups for... I keep forgetting what the bloody spread positions are. I keep having to look back at what they are. What is ready to be reborn. So I kind of see the Six of Cups as the card about, like, it's like an emotional system reset. After the difficulty of the Five of Cups, the Six is the things that just kind of emotionally rebalances and make us feel a bit better. So it's maybe just a bit of an emotional system reset for you. Nine of Swords, and then 2, and then 3 is the Two of Cups reversed. Oh, we've got our first reversal from Donna. Two of Cups reversed for what is... I've done it again, I've forgotten, but I'm starting to get really frustrated with myself now. What's been reborn and renewed. Two of Cups, but it's in reverse for something that's being reborn or renewed. Interesting. So, like, usually, like, your Two of Cups is like forming new partnerships, new relationships, new connections, and kind of all the things that we do to build those connections. When you turn it on its head, you tend to be blocked in that space. So it might just be kind of a surface level stuff, stuff that doesn't really allow you to properly connect on a deep level, and therefore keeps you at that kind of you're not progressing to the 3, you're not progressing to the kind of the place where you all know each other and you're just kind of relaxing and having a good time. It feels like it's blocked in that place of trying to build. So it feels like whatever it is that you're doing, it's very kind of I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I'm interested in how you would interpret that, Donna, because my brain's not working tonight. The World, my stalker card lately, heading to a new era. Change is coming, but man, this showing up so much has me a little spooked. The World, and this is the new this is what's been reborn or renewed into your life. I suppose that is what the world is all about. You know, it's coming to the end of a cycle and then the start of a new one. But with that comes it's the culmination of everything that you've worked hard for. You know, so it's not the worst stalker card to have. Is what I would say. If you feel like you've been working hard at something or you've been doing a lot, then I think the world is telling you like you're right where you need to be, and you're doing all the right things. So keep at it. Tony's got eternal youth, energy, newness, vitality. Well, if that's what's been what's coming for you, then I think we'll all have a bit of that, Tony. Thanks. I've been taking the world to mean crone phase, perimenopause incoming, but it could be more. Maybe, but I think it's like it might be that for a long time you've just been working, you've been grafting, you've been working hard at something, and it might be that now you're getting to the stage where you're either it's like you're going to be recognized for it, or it's going to be appreciated, or you're going to begin to be able to just enjoy the benefits of everything that you've done. Do you know what I mean? Dreams and exciting choices being reborn with the Seven of Cups looks fun. In Texture Tarot, the Seven of Cups is an artist standing in front of all of these paintings. Very nice. Think of the Seven of Cups as being the choose your own adventure card. What do you want to be? Seven of Cups is decision paralysis card for me, means I need to hone in and prioritize so I don't get overwhelmed. And yeah, the Seven of Cups in the Morgan Greer looks really nice. There are dragons and masks and imaginative things. Excellent. One of the ADHD cards for Kristen. My sense of independence and ability to be self-reliant is ready to be renewed. It's okay, I forget everything. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just getting really frustrated with myself because every time I look at somebody else's message, it's like it's like that thing where you go to do something on your phone and then you forget what you were going to do, or you go to get something for another room and as soon as you walk through a door frame, you forget what it was you were going to get. That's what it feels like. As soon as I click in a new message, it's like my brain wipes. What's the name of that deck you're using, Chris? It's very cool. This is the Supernova Tarot by Federico Salas. And it was a gift from my husband. He brought it back from Italy, from Bologna in Italy for me. It's very true that I'm not making many new connections, but it's not really my focus at the moment. Fair enough. Interpretation helps. Good. Off of the world. Okay, folks, our final card is... So how can I best work with this transformative energy? I've got the sun. How can I best work with this transformative energy? So it says, this card offers action-oriented advice or a guiding principle to navigate the intensity of the season. How can I best work with this energy? So the card that you got before, how can you best work with it? for me, I don't really think my brain's working properly today, I'll be honest, folks. I suppose the sun, I'm just going to read it really basically, is like remembering to have those happy moments from it. Sometimes the King of Pentacles can be so uptight and wrapped up in the kind of a mundanity of everyday life, and he can get so wrapped up in the serious stuff that he forgets to live and just be joyful every now and then. And I think that's maybe why this is coming up, because it's like remember, you need to enjoy yourself. Remember, you need to allow yourself those moments of those moments in the sun, those moments of calm and healing and just joy for joy's sake. See, Ferdiad has got the Fool. So maybe something similar for you. This Fool's quite light-hearted and spontaneous. So all of that kind of a security and Ace of Cups. I think I thought it was the Ace of Swords you had, so I'm probably been looking at your old reading wrong, Ferdiad. But yeah, the Fool, spontaneity, kind of a light-heartedness. So yeah, approach everything just with a wee bit, with a pinch of salt, I guess, and just with a kind of a light spirit. Judgment for Kristen. I need to level up myself so that I can maintain the stability and the joy in the Four of Wands. Hang in there and enjoy the ride. Look at things from a new perspective when it gets overwhelming. Oh dear. Seven of Swords, again, another stalker. Oh. So Seven of Swords, so your Two of Cups reversed. And the Seven of Swords is how you have to enact that. Jeez. I don't know how I would interpret that, Donna. I don't know. I kind of feel like your cards are trying to lead you astray or something like that. It feels a wee bit, I don't know, just feels weird. Feels like an unusual last couple of cards. Don't know, Two of Cups reversed and Seven of Swords. What does that make you think of? I don't know. I got Death, accept what is. That's where rebirth is. I suppose, right, so Seven of Swords can be about like kind of finding an alternative solution to a problem, can't it? It can be about innovation. It can be about thinking outside the box. So maybe it's your Two of Cups reversed. There's something there. There's some kind of it feels almost like there's a disagreement or an argument, or there's something that's not quite going well together. And the Seven of Swords is saying, like, you need to think outside the box if you want to resolve this. If you want to turn that Two of Cups right way up, if you want to kind of make this work, then kind of continuing to just go at it the way you have before, continuing to butt heads the way that you are, isn't going to resolve the issue. You're going to need to come up with something different. That you're not already doing. Maybe that's how I would interpret that. And then Jelly, Death, accept what is. That's where the rebirth is. And Sarah says, I need to remember that I sacrificed a lot to get here and I deserve it. This is a great spread. I'm really looking forward to you trying it. Great, Jen. I'm looking forward to you trying it. If you do do it, then you should post it in the Facebook group, Jen. For anyone here who's not in the Facebook group, then you're more than welcome to join. I'll pop a wee link in the chat to it. Excuse me. Share. Copy link. There we go. Need to come up with a good strategy to achieve my goals, says Donna. It was the Ace of Swords. Did I say cups? The Fool was be ready to take some chances. Don't overthink and be ready for a chance. Okay. Two of Swords says Moon Tarot to work with the Seven of Cups. Okay. So Two of Swords, be willing to make a decision. That's interesting because you've got what I would say are the two main decision cards in the tarot. I suppose maybe the Lovers is one as well, but in terms of the minor arcana, your Two of Swords and your Seven of Cups are two cards that do talk about making decisions. So in the Two of Swords, we see usually the body of water is behind the person, and the way that I always look at that is you need to remove the emotion from the situation and look at it logically. Look at it like with a logical head on and not an emotional head on. Rebellion, upstart, tumult, and revolution. Oh, how exciting, Tony. What was your card 3 again? Just scrolling up to find it. Eternal Youth. Oh, so you're getting Eternal Youth. And with that, you have to be rebellious and start a revolution. So maybe you're going to give us all the secret to Eternal Youth. Interestingly, when I came home from tutoring on Tuesday, my best pal was over. He always comes over on a Tuesday, and him and Sandy were watching Death Becomes Her with Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn and Bruce Willis. Has anyone seen it? Apparently it's like a gay cult classic. I can understand why, to be fair. But yeah, that's all about taking this potion to get Eternal Youth. Sometimes read the Seven of Swords as being your authentic self, even if other people don't like it. Tona says, no, I think I understand the cards reflecting my insecurities. And then Ferdiad says, Two of Cups reversed, ready to renew whatever is causing the barrier or blocked connections. Seven of Swords, a home truth. Work with the Two of Cups, without telling yourself things which might not be true anymore. And Sarah likes Death Becomes Her. Yeah, it was pretty good. So yeah, that's the end of the spread, folks. So those are the four positions. There was what am I being called on to shed or let go of this season? And this card represents an old pattern, behaviour, or energy that is ready for release. The death aspect of the cycle. And then card 2, what deep truth is being revealed to me now? Scorpio rules hidden things and the subconscious. This card illuminates a key insight, secret, or emotional depth that you need to acknowledge. Card 3 was what is ready to be reborn or renewed. This represents the rebirth or the new beginning that emerges after the release, the phoenix rising. And then how can I best work with this transformative energy? This card offers action-oriented advice or a guiding principle to navigate the intensity of the season. Great. So the only other thing that I would tend to do is I would add up the the cards. So kings are 14. So the sun is 19 plus 14 is 33, plus 6 is 39, plus 2 is 41, 4 and 1 combines to make 5, which is the Hierophant, which deals with tradition. It deals with just the wow. Oh, what's happening with my brain? I bloody well hope that whatever it is, it sorts itself out by tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it very well tomorrow, doing readings for people, am I? The Hierophant, this is the Hierophant's the teacher card for me. It's the learning from those that have come before you. So the Hierophant passes down secrets and traditions, and kind of like the old ways, the way that things have always been done. As opposed to the Hermit, who, when the Hermit comes up, we need to go within and find our own way to do things, whereas the Hierophant is, right, let's go to the books, let's learn what the other people have done, type thing. So yeah, tradition and learning new things. And I don't know how that bloody relates to my cards that have come up, but anyway. The bottom card, for anyone who's interested, for me is the Three of Swords, and we do have a very traditional Three of Swords here. I feel like this is how my brain feels, like it's just mush by now. Jen says that's how my brain feels every day. Mine boils down to 10 or 1, which is interesting. Ferdinand has 1, 3, 4, and 0, which is 8 strength. Amazing, I really like that. I got the moon for that second position, very apt, says Sarah. Interesting. I know what the decision relates to now. I need to be realistic. Very useful, actually. Thanks, Chris. You're very welcome. And then yours adds up to 33, so comes to 6. So the other decision card. Yeah, there we go. There's definitely a big decision that you're making right now, Moomintaro. So best of luck making that decision. Remember to look at it with a lot. You need to work out what you want to do, where your heart's leading you, but you also need to look at things with a logical brain. Weigh out the pros and cons, do all that lovely stuff. Don't be scared to take advice from other people as well. But ultimately, you need to make the decision that's right for you, which is what the Lovers is all about. Right, bottom of the deck for Donna is the Wheel of Fortune. The cards add up to 35 and reduce to 8, so you've got strength, the same as Ferdinand. And yeah, I do need a good night's sleep. 8 of Wands for the bottom of the deck makes sense. Lots of input incoming. Amazing, folks. Well, I am going to love you and leave you, but thank you very much for joining me and listening to me rambling on. I realise that it's not been, I've not been the most, my brain's not been the most engaged that you've ever seen me, but it's been great catching up. I hope everybody has an amazing weekend. Yeah, take care, everyone, and I will see you all later. Bye.